It was fun. It was a great thing to see. I actually saw like I saw the craziest thing. At a concert, they would come in, the little ones would come dressed up, 5-year-olds, and then the mothers would have a little something with their hair pulled to one side and a little pink spray. And then the grandmothers would come, and they would have all of their rhinestone jewelry on. So it was wild to see.
Tell us a bit about where you come from. You grew up in Queens, didn't you?
Yeah, a town called Ozone Park. It's filled with what, spaced out people. No, only kidding. Let's see. I don't know. I guess everybody there kind of was like a blue collar worker, and I kind of still relate to those kind of people now. I must admit, if I see somebody who looks really just too, I'll just steer away from them, or, too elegantly dressed, But then I still have that, I like to wear high-top sneakers in a really elegant place. Just to, for some amusement. I like that.
Did you feel very different from the other kids?
The other kids? Oh, when I was small? I was. I tried like hell to fit in. I think it got worse every time I tried to fit in because it made it harder. Because the more I tried to be like everybody else, the worse it got, because then I really stood out like a sore thumb. And I didn't realize that that was an asset. I just thought that it was terrible. Because when you're a little kid, I guess you want to be like part of the group.
With you, dressing seems to be an art form. Do you spend a lot of time on it?
At that point, it was like an art form, because it just seemed to be creating all the time. Now, sometimes we do that. I work really closely with my friend Laura Wills, and she's a professional stylist. She styles many people. And we do research sometimes. Well, I can't help do that kind of thing, because one of the many high schools I did attend was a fashion school, so I still, like the history of fashion and history of things, and always like research with her, and we both quite enjoy that kind of thing. I thought that was a high note in my career. And we were there for the cause, and it's a funny thing, because I never thought it was going to be like that huge. I mean, I thought we were doing this thing, but I never thought it would really be that widespread. It's a good thing to see what your music can do, You do wield power. It's hard, because music does do some great things. It's hard because people got into this whole yuppie, me thing, and you have to try and remember that it's not all at your fingertips, and that there is a responsibility that goes along with everything that you consume, It's very hard, especially for me as an American, to realize that, where things actually come from. So to be able to give back was good. It was great. Yeah, there were heavy hitters there. I felt like the new kid on the block. I really did.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, well, I kind of was.
There's this story about you that there was this sound on the recording that was...
Yes, and you can still hear it. Yeah, I had a lot of jewelry on. I had to dress up that outfit, I wanted to look attractive. What was attractive to me, I couldn't wash my hair out from the performance that I had just finished. So I was dying because my hair was filled with paint to do this thing. So I was kind of like feeling bad and about it. And even now, I know I look at it and my eye goes right to my head. I know I took a lot of abuse for that. But that was some night.
It must have been quite an amazing day when you first heard the Miles Davis cover of Time After Time as well.
Yeah, that was something else. Yeah, I had a lot of great things happen, yeah. That gave me a lot of encouragement to keep writing. It's hard because for singers, for people who actually sing and write, and unless you play an instrument, it's really hard because you have to work with a lot of people, you know. And what happens is that you always have to try not to dilute what you are and what it is you're trying to do. Didn't know if it was commercial because it wasn't about the same things that commercial songs were usually. It was never said in that way. And when it took off, I was shocked because I had done cover songs because they said, well, you need songs, so you have to do these songs. So then I did their songs and I tried to say, come on now, I want to write. Come on now, I want to write. Listen, I got She Bop and I got Time After Time. Come on, come on, come on.
Did you give you confidence when you went into the studio again now that you felt that I can do this, I can write?
Well, I always go through, you know. I mean, there was a time when I was doing this record, I thought, well, I can't sing.
What was that?
I don't know why. I just did. So that's when I went to Russia. I said, well, I can't sing. This is crazy. I'm out of here. I'm going to Siberia. You know, where's the furthest point? Yeah, it helped. It changed my perspective. I think for me, for my process, I need to go and experience new things and like an explorer almost. And if I do that, then I can accomplish something new. That I feel always like, oh, this is stale or that's stale, and I need to revitalize this or that. I have always a need to grow, you know, as a person, as an artist. I want to grow in leaps and bounds. I don't know if that's, no, I think that's very healthy. I think that's a good thing. I would hope that I would always want to do that.
But you did write when you were in Russia as well, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, that's why I went, to write. That was the great thing, because you could just go and write. And that's what it really is about anyway. Before the makeup, before the hair, before everything, that's what it's about.
What made the biggest impression on you when you were in Russia?
The fact that the writers still had that joy of writing a song, that every time you finish a song and you just look at it and marvel that it all came together, and you know, isn't it a great thing, you know? And that part of writing, you know, when you write with so many different people, and some people are very jaded, and they don't have that anymore. And I needed to feel that again. So when I went, it did everything for me in that sense. I mean, the systems and politically, I don't know anything about that stuff. Yeah, it was different. It wasn't as comfortable as the States, but I wasn't there for that. I went to write.
Did you get recognized there as well?
No.
No?
No, because I was just another blonde. See, now I have that little spot of distinction, but it was great. I just slicked my hair back, put a little red lipstick on, and went out. And that was great.
Some people reacted quite strongly when you said that you were a feminist. You used that word. Did that surprise you?
I don't see it as a bad word. It's not a anti-anything. It's just pro something, you know. Seems like a positive word. Yeah. I don't know what it means to them.
What does it mean to you?
What it means in the dictionary. You know?
Which is what?
It's a feminist. A feminist is somebody who's, I guess, into being a woman. I am. I guess if I was a man, I'd be a masculinist. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't find that. I think that's a great word. It's just a new one, I guess. People always react badly to any new idea at first, until they realize that there's nothing to be afraid of new ideas.
It took a while for you to make the new album. Was it a long and hard process?
Yes, it was a long process, and I'm really pleased with this record. I think this is the best record that I've ever done. And I hope they still keep getting better, you know. But I know this one, the next one will be hard to beat, this one. Because it just seems like everything fell in so perfectly, you know.
You've received a lot of awards for your videos. Which one is your favorite one?
Well, I like What's Going On.
Yeah.
I like What's Going On, and I like I Drove All Night. Those are my two favorites. I think that they're the best work I've done.